Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Thursday, September 14th, 2017. And today in our Tech News Update, we have a little bit more news about the gaming issue and the Creators Update. Now, Microsoft has actually acknowledged this week finally that there were some issues with the gaming performance within Windows 10 Creators Update. Now, it seems that they are releasing fixes in the Insider Preview. So if you are an insider, of course, they want you to test the gaming side of the Insider Preview because they are actually pushing some fixes, which also kind of tells us that, well, Creators Update will not be fixed for gaming. It will be fixed within Fall Creators Update with the fixes that are being issued. So if you're having issues in Creators Update, it would seem that maybe it would be a good idea to move to Fall Creators Update when it's available on October 17th. Microsoft Edge is in the news as Microsoft is having what's called the Microsoft Edge Web Summit. And basically, with partners, they're talking about all sorts of web related stuff. Now, they gave an interesting number yesterday that is kind of difficult to really put in perspective. They came out. Now, of course, we know that last at Build they had come out with a number of 500 million Windows 10 devices around the world. Now, this number they actually pushed out is 330 million devices using Edge monthly. Okay, what does that mean? And is the fact that maybe you've clicked on Edge by accident counted in there? Is the fact that people upgraded to Microsoft to Windows 10 and used Edge for 2 days and then moved on to something else? What is exactly the usage that the people do with Edge? That we don't really know. So basically, they say it's fantastic. I don't know. The stats, the official stats from other companies seem to say that, well, Edge isn't used much. But we'll see anyways, because I don't know where that number comes from. It's probably from internal data, maybe on the telemetry from Windows 10. But we'll kind of interesting, throw out there a number, and that's pretty much it, as many companies do, including Apple. In other news, we have a new kind of skin that is actually done. Work at the University of Houston has found a way to actually do stretchable skin for robots. Now, one of the biggest issues with that, it might seem simple, was that the skin itself needs to have semiconductors, and that these need to be, of course, in contact to actually work. So one of the big issues was if you stretch the little membrane or the skin, kind of breaks the circuits, if you want. Well, now they found a way apparently that they can stretch and it still works, and there's no physical contact between them, and it's quite alright. And that skin robot can actually apparently easily be mass produced if needed, and right now it can detect if it's touching a surface, if it's hot, or if it's cold. So that's a beginning, and I think that is, of course, a great advancement for making human-like robots eventually. And it's going to be interesting to see the field of research in there of what they can do next. And fun research, interesting research, amazing research. Once again, a little scary at the same time. Well, Google has said that it's basically on October 4th, 2017, they will be streaming online a event. Of course, the event will introduce what we think is the Pixel 2 phone, and probably more devices also that they will be talking about. So that's going to be interesting to see. Of course, I will be looking at that event October the 4th, and we'll be, of course, doing a little roundup of what was announced over there. Facebook has said that it will prevent anyone from making money or monetizing content that is deemed violent or some kind of tragedy. In tragedy, I don't know what I just said, but I think it's tragedy that I need to say. And basically, even news will not be able to monetize anything. So if a news channel or a newspaper has some form of content that shows violent or tragic events, they will not be able to monetize those on Facebook. Google Play seems every week they're in the news for some reason. We learned that now 50 apps that were downloaded more than 4.5 million times have been removed by Google after researchers had said, look, these apps are no good, they're selling fake services or stealing your personal contacts and info. And what's worse is that it seems that even malware products had difficulty really knowing that these apps were actually not good for you. So of course it's the ongoing problem with the Google Play Store trying to really find what's bad and removing it before people download it. And it would seem that these apps were even reintroduced in a different name, and once again were in the store available before researchers said, hey, this is the same thing, just from a different brand and different naming. So I don't know. Google Play needs to, I think, really verify apps a lot more than what they are doing right now, especially on Android devices that have much more possibilities of getting out of control. And well, the Equifax data breach is very, very interesting because it does now confirm, and Equifax did confirm, that the problem is in the exploitation of a flaw that's called the Apache strut. Now, I talked about this flaw that affects a lot of servers around the world. But what makes this a little more problematic is that, yes, Apache strut was probably, at the beginning a very, very difficult thing to work on because there were no patches. Patch appeared on March the 6th, and that's what makes this not necessarily a great, a great news for Equifax, because the patch to fix this was released on March 6th, and it shows that the company didn't do anything to actually fix its servers. So that's from where everything happened and the data breach happened at Equifax. And so it's a little complex, the Apache strut bug, even though patch you need to go in steps, because not only do you need to patch that bug, but you need to patch every app that are using this. So it apparently is a very, very complex issue in fixing a server. But you know what? From March 6th to basically mid-May, I think they should have had time to apply some kind of fix. It's a little, it's a long time now, and it's a little crazy when you think about it. And finally, Kaspersky products. Of course, Best Buy had announced in the United States it would not sell any more Kaspersky products. And now it's we knew that the U.S. government had, stopped the purchase and installing Kaspersky, but now it's actually going a step further. The U.S. government now bans Kaspersky products from all of its services and agencies, and all of these people have 90 days to remove it and replace it with some alternate solution. Of course, all of this has to do with the fact that the U.S. government, seems to not be able to trust Kaspersky anymore with all the things that are happening in Russia. And this was the Tech News Update for Thursday, September 14th, 2017. You enjoy our videos? Why not subscribe? You'll know when new videos are online. Give us thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. And thank you for following us on this channel.